It is my firm belief that, much like the real thing, every airsoft replica has its place in an airsoft arena. Rifles, DMRs, snipers, and LMGs thriving in larger spaces where ranges are more varied and playing to an objective is more vital, while SMGs, carbines, shotties, and pistols that wish they were primaries do best in condensed arenas with closer engagements where objectives are less of a focus. And today I have a game and a field that was perfectly suited for a replica that's owed a little redemption. Welcome to the Wolf's Den, and to all of our new viewers, I'm excited to have you here for a video that was an absolute blast to make, and one that I think you're truly going to enjoy. If this is your first visit to the channel, firstly, I would like to take a moment to thank you. There have been quite a few new faces in the community lately, and I greatly appreciate your support on the channel. Of course, if this is your first video and you end up enjoying it, please remember to subscribe to help get the channel to our next milestone at 3,000 subscribers, where I will be revisiting what is, in my somewhat biased opinion, the best replica in the channel's entire collection, and the staple of the channel itself. The platform that I myself have become rather known for, the Remington ACR. I did a deep dive video of that particular rifle back when I got 100 subs on the channel, but as we've gained more people in the community, there's been a few requests for an updated video with a full breakdown of how I built it out in further detail, going through and showing what makes it all work smoothly and how I got it running as nicely as it does. Plus, if I'm being honest, I think I can make a better quality video for my favorite platform. That's not too hard of an ask in my opinion. With that said though, thank you again for stopping by the channel, and let's get back to the video. Today we are once again back at Bing Field in Alton, Illinois for a very nice day on their barrels field. Arguably one of, if not their most compact and competitive fields, and home to one of my personal favorite game modes, single elimination, which is the game we will be playing today. But with a large influx of players out to enjoy the weather today, the ref in charge of the field has opted to alter the rules a bit. Rather than being eliminated after your first hit in a round, each player is instead being allowed a single respawn, an alteration that will be a bit more important later. With me today, I do not have the ACR as I did last week, but the KWA MP9, a rather new replica that in its first game had a small issue. If you'd like to watch that video before this one, the link should be up in the info card above, and I'll leave it in the description as well, so you can pause this video now and give that one a look in another tab.
Me in the face or anything, you know, just point and laugh, just point and laugh. If nothing's coming out, just point and laugh.
You serious?
Nah.
Yeah, somebody did not apply enough grease.
Mm-mm.
Set it on top of that one.
I don't have the hop up and it's reaching pretty far though, I'll give it that. Nah.
And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my pain and suffering, because it's not over just yet. Since the last time I used the MP9, I have tested it with a few other mags which I suspected were the source of my issue last time, and found that the APM1s from PTS have proven the most reliable so far. With that in mind, for this first round, we're going to be putting them to the test in the field to see if the MP9 shows better results. I am also going to apologize briefly for a few of the scope cam angles. This is the only replica that I have side mounted the scope cam to, and I'm still not used to having to keep it in mind when shooting around corners yet. You'll see what I mean.
You still watching that corner, boss?
Yep.
With my first and only respawn used, I'm going to have to be a bit more selective when trading shots between other players. Much of the field is already locked down, so the rest of the round is going to be a war of attrition that either team can still win at this point. Seeing that the left side is rather crowded, I decide to head back to the same position to reinforce our friendly forces that are still there.
Pushing right again.
Up till this point, things were looking up for the EPM1s in the MP9's adapter. But once again, the jamming issue I had in the last video is starting to creep in again. Thankfully, it's not happening as often yet, but there's still plenty of game left to prove me wrong.
Got one.
With the round reaching its final moments, many players have been fully eliminated or have used up their respawn like myself. However, one player in particular seems to have found the magical command panel and decided to give himself a few extra lives, or at the very least thinks this is Warzone where he has a full bag of plates to keep him in the fight.
Really? Nothing?
While I typically do my best to give players the benefit of the doubt when it comes to calling hits, this seems like rather obvious cheating to me. I'll let you decide in the comments below, but I was half tempted to add an additional counter in the bottom right just for this guy to see how many armor plates he used up trying to avoid his own death. Speaking of things in the bottom right, have you noticed the new animations down there yet? If not, don't worry, there's still plenty of time to catch it. You'll notice, don't worry. I am curious to see what your guys' reaction is going to be to the new animations though, so let me know what you think of them. I'm still kind of playing around with them a bit, so it might change in some future videos here and there. But after a bit of friendly banter between rounds, it's time to swap over for round 2. However, before we can get rolling, the ref calls our team over to make a few changes. Apparently, during the first round, the enemy team lost a lot of players who walked off the field, meaning a few of our own teammates are gonna have to swap over and become our new enemies. Along with the team changes, he also made the call to stop allowing respawns due to the decrease in the number of players. So, when you get hit, you are out for the round. After making the announcement and needed team changes, he sends everyone off to their spawns for round 2, where my jamming problems are patiently waiting for another opportunity to present themselves.
Yeah, I fished there a bunch, and if you, when you,
So
when you
I
load
think
your
I've got
boat
it
in,
where it's
go
still
all the way to
every
the
once
back
in a
where
while
that
it's not
dam is,
feeding.
get about 25
I've tried every
feet off that
the
dam
EPMs it
path
likes the
towards
most,
dam
but it
and stick
still
your boat
gunks
in.
up on it. It's a really long tube all the way up and it just gets caught up on me.
Kayak, yeah, for sure. Because like I said, there's
Pain in my
no
ass sometimes, but
they're fucking glasses.
Lefties go to
Man, you're gonna like it. Wait till you get out there.
that's one way to do it.
Run and shoot!
We're down on the left side of the woods. Come on, buddy.
No, okay. Oh, okay. It's fast. It's just going so fast I can't see him. Oh, I see him now.
They're up in the metal tower all the way in the back. I don't think you're supposed to be doing that, fellas.
I don't think it's right a tower.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Way off in that distance, yeah.
Oh, I don't think you're supposed to be up there.
Here.
Hey, ref!
Hey, Ref!
Are they supposed to be in the tower? Are they supposed to be in the trailer tower or no?
No, they're not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm like, I don't remember
I think
anyone being allowed to be up there besides people filming.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I'm like, I don't want to just beam
They're
them.
at the netting right there.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
I had a couple people with drones do that shit. Watch out, watch out. You might want to get closer. He's almost trying to take it. Hey, can you unzip right here? What? Right here, right there.
See, it's just not feeding.
Don't keep that too much. You're gonna go on wrong if no one pushes. I can't always push. Ah, it smells like feces.
Yeah, they're not pushing. They're scared to death. I would be too.
They have a good choke point there. They have most of our men choked back there. Right there, I will come back to that. I'm not moving. I'll put that there. Do nice. Spring being a bitch. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, spring being a
Quit
bitch.
calling it a darn A10 warthog.
Damn it. It's me.
Fine, I don't have a good. If we get you to go left, it's just
No, he's warning you left.
I
I know, but I can't see him or get him.
He's behind the netting. You can see him behind this little trapezoid. They're just moving back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Oh, now they are.
I'm not gonna fire. I'm gonna wait. Wait till I advance.
And just as the MP9 jams up again, I am eliminated from the round. While the MP9 was running rather smoothly during the first round compared to its very first game here at Bing, I noticed as the mags ran to their last quarter of ammo, the jamming started to get back to how it was the last time. Of course, if any of you in the community have seen this before and would like to share your insight as to what would be causing this issue, that would be greatly appreciated. In hindsight, I believe the true culprit is actually the adapter and not the mags as I suspected in the last video. After doing some more testing off camera, I found that the jams occurred at the very top of the mag attached to the adapter, where this feeding tube doesn't exactly reach all the way. Rounds would get to this point and attempt to double stack like they would in a normal MP9 mag that wasn't HPA tapped, and when it tried to double stack the rounds at the top, it would jam up the single stack tube down below. I have since adjusted this tube to sit further up into the mag so that it wouldn't double stack into the mag, and so far that seems to have caused less jams with both the EPM1s in today's video and the other mags that I have with me to test, but only time will tell. With that said, I did walk off after this second round, not wanting to use the MP9 further until I had a better idea of what exactly was causing the issue, which will of course bring today's video to a close. Thank you for watching until the end of today's gameplay, and hopefully you enjoyed the fast-paced action on Bing's Barrels Field. If you made it this far and haven't already, be sure to subscribe. As I mentioned during the opening, we are well on our way to 3,000 subscribers, and every new community member we gain gets us closer to that goal and the eventual revisit to the Remington ACR. Plus, if you enjoyed today's video and want to see more, subscribing and hitting the notification bell are the best way to stay tuned for the next video. It is also the easiest way to support the channel, as well as liking today's video and leaving a comment down below. Let me know what you think of those new animations, or leave your guess to how many plates that player actually used up trying to stay in the fight. Should you want to support the channel more and get a little something in return, you can head over to Wolfden Apparel to get yourself or someone else some badass decal stickers or some comfy shirts. Thank you again for watching, and as always, this has been Wolf, and I hope to see you guys next time I hit the field. Man, if only I could get the feeding on the MP9 fixed, because I gotta be honest, once I'm able to get this thing perfectly dialed in and able to use that little giggle switch that you guys haven't really seen yet, this thing is an absolute angry swarm of bees, and it's going to make for some really, really funny gameplay.